All right, so TJ and I are on the road to Owasso on a Thursday morning. A couple months ago, I wrote an article talking about crisis pregnancy centers. There are none in our county, but there are 4 around our county that serve our people, and I thought it would be good for those of us who talk about the sanctity of life and providing for mothers and children. I think it's good for us to know how to support them and what they do and how this all works, so that as unwelcome or unexpected pregnancies come up, we know how to care for mothers and children in those scenarios. So the first place we're going is to Pregnancy Resource Center of Owasso. I've been corresponding with Brenda Raleigh, who is their primary coordinator there. And she's going to give us a tour and maybe sit down with us for an interview while there's nobody there. They're only open 3 days a week, which is pretty normal. And so we're just going to learn about what services they provide and what makes them unique, and so that we hopefully can make an educated, informed decision about how we can best support them. And then hopefully we'll set up some other appointments at other pregnancy resource centers over the coming weeks. It just seems like a good thing for people to know more about. I've gone pretty much my entire adult life without knowing much about them, and that's partly because I'm a man and I don't need to. But I think people are generally pretty ignorant of this, and as abortion clinics close, this is increasingly going to be the only option for women. So I think it's probably good for us and our church to use our platform to just add to the public knowledge about options for women in this situation. So we'll just cut this off here, and then we'll go to the Pregnancy Resource Center and show you around. All right, we just walked into the Pregnancy Resource Center here in Owasso, and this is what it looks like right when you come in. And here we have Brenda and Cheryl. They're going to be taking us on our tour. Cheryl was very clear. She's not to be mic'd today, but Brenda is going to be showing us around, telling us about their operation here, and let's see what they have to offer. Thanks for having us.
Thank you for coming. We're so pleased to
Yeah. Where should we start? Whenever a lady first comes in here, what does she experience?
The first stop is right here at this desk to find out what kind of services that woman needs. Now, typically women do call for appointments, and men. I want to make sure that we include the men in this. But we do prefer appointments. We no longer do just walk-in services. But appointments just start right here. Typically, someone enters into our program through our medical facilities. So let's start our tour over there.
Okay.
And I can just kind of explain the whole process as we go through.
Great.
So this is the medical waiting room, and I'm pointing out a lot of the decor and stuff for you. This is one of our newest areas. We actually have 3 suites here. But I want you to notice that there are not any religious artifacts out. There's no crosses out. And that is intentional. We do that because women walking into a pregnancy center, the first thing they worry about is, am I going to be judged for being here?
Yeah.
Especially those women who are considering abortion. They need to know that they have come to a place of grace, a place that's pretty, it's comfortable, and it's for them.
Yeah.
So that's why you'll see differences as we tour today. You're going to see a difference in our different areas. So this is medical waiting room. This is the nurse's office. We have a nurse on staff here every day. We service our medical clinic on Mondays and Wednesdays right now. So our nurse Betty is not here today. I'm the other nurse on staff. I am here Monday through Thursday. Our hours are 12 to 5.
Okay.
This is a counseling room where we meet with our clients to kind of find out what's going on in their lives. We do a full assessment with them, a nursing assessment, to try to figure out where they're at, what their concerns are, what their faith base is, what their coping mechanisms are.
Sure.
Those are all important components when you're dealing with a client who is worried about being pregnant, worried about having a sexually transmitted disease, or thinking about, what am I going to do with this baby? I can't provide, I can't do this, I need an abortion, whatever their thoughts are.
Do you have like a form you go through with them?
We do.
Okay.
We do. We have an intake form that they actually complete online.
Okay.
But we go through all of those components because we need to find their strengths and weaknesses.
Sure. Yeah.
And this is our lab area. Not much to it.
Got some biohazards over here.
Oh, yeah. And then this is our ultrasound room.
I've never seen one of these for twins. That's interesting.
Aren't they beautiful?
Yeah.
I tell everybody that comes into this room, you're standing on holy ground. Because this is where life and death decisions are often made. As the nurse, I'm the one that does the scans, and just seeing people in such vulnerable places is so incredible. But also seeing Satan work against them and against us at the same time, this can be a very difficult room to be in. We have the woman here and her partner. We really want to get the young man involved as well. We know that if the man is pushing for an abortion or pushing for something, then she is most likely to go with his recommendations. So educating him is just as important as educating her. But once we do the ultrasound scan, they get to see it up on the large screen TV here. In nearly 90% of the cases, those that see that baby on that screen will choose life.
Why do you think that is?
Because you see a beating heart.
Yeah.
You see a beating heart. Now, at 6 weeks, what this baby looks like, most people don't realize it doesn't look like a baby yet. But it looks like what I call a diamond ring. There's a little circle, and that's the yolk sac, which feeds the baby, and the baby sits right on top of that yolk sac. And the heartbeat flickers. So when I'm talking to him, I'll say, look for the diamond ring. And you can see that heartbeat and explaining that to him, and then we can talk about how much more precious is life than a simple stone created in pressure. So seeing that life and that beginning of life is instrumental in their decisions that they're making.
Yeah.
So even those women that are considering parenting or adoption, it has such a huge impact. And we're seeing women early and earlier. You know, we are in the process of getting approval to start seeing them before we can even see that baby heartbeat. As a result of the new laws that are in place, women can't seek abortion in Oklahoma right now. It's not legal. But we do have a neighbor just across the state line who is. So these women are coming earlier and earlier to find out how far along am I, and is it going to be possible for me to get an abortion. So we're trying to see them earlier, but it's kind of a double-edged sword for us, because if they don't see the heartbeat, then I'm concerned, well, they don't just see a clump of cells. So it's kind of one of a very rickety fence that we walk on. But in this room, when we talk to the clients, we talk to them about life. We talk to them about adoption as a wonderful option. And I'll be honest, very few families will pick adoption as an option. And I think that is because there's so much stigma that comes with adoption, and everybody's mind automatically jumps to the foster care system.
Right, yeah.
It doesn't have to be that way.
Right.
There is private adoption, and there is, I believe the latest statistics were 34 families for each child.
Right.
That are available. So people want these babies.
Yeah.
That fallacy that is out there in our political arena, well, who's going to care for these kids? There is lots of people that are willing and able to care for these kids, and the biological parents can still be as involved as they want to be.
Yeah, when we sit down, I want to hear about the process of adoption. That's what a woman, a mother, or a couple will go through if they want to pursue that route. So I'm excited to learn more about that. Anything else about this room?
Well, just the other part, when they choose life, that progresses us to our other services.
Okay, great.
So we can share more about that.
Very good.
This is all offices down here.
Okay. And you have how many people on staff here?
4. We just recently added a new one.
Excellent.
And nobody is full-time. We're all part-time people, but we just added a new person last month. So we're thrilled to have another person.
Great, yeah.
When we were full-blown before COVID, we had 6 and 7 staff members at a time.
Oh, wow, yeah.
So through attrition, we lost quite a few. And we've had to change the way we operate, which is just incredible. So we are able to operate with less people. I never thought I'd hear myself saying, thank you, COVID.
Yeah.
But right before COVID hit, we had a new opportunity to present videos to our clients. Our education program is called Earn While You Learn. We have one for men and one for women. The men's program is called Dad Men because we want to teach these guys how to be dad and men at the same time. Well, right before COVID hit, we had an opportunity to learn how to stream these videos instead of putting a DVD into the DVD player. COVID hits, and all of a sudden we can't be open because we're not considered an essential business. We were able to stream out these videos to our clients. It did something amazing for us because our hours are limited. We're here Monday through Thursday from 12 to 5. We were having to see clients in those hours. Now these clients can watch these videos on Saturdays, Sundays, evenings, mornings. They can meet with their mentor or their volunteer literally anytime they meet virtually. So it's been a wonderful asset. It's been hard, but it has done some amazing things that made us grow.
Excellent.
And growth is good.
Yeah, yeah.
Growth is good. So the Earn While You Learn program is designed to help men and women learn about the process of pregnancy, parenting skills, sibling rivalry, you name it, we have thousands of videos available to us. The men's program is a little bit different because it also focuses on how to be a godly man. We, I think it was 2015, decided to start offering men's programs because we were forgetting the head of the family.
Yeah.
We were only serving women, and it's like, wait a minute, something is missing. And the studies have demonstrated that if men are not involved in these kids' lives, they're at much higher risks for incarceration, teen pregnancy, drug addiction. I mean, the statistics are absolutely stunning.
Yeah.
So we need to get the men involved. So these two rooms are our gentlemen where they meet in here with the mentor. Men meet with men. We have 3 rooms on this side. Women meet with women. We call them mentors. These are our volunteers who take their time just to come and meet with people and to help serve them.
So it's not the 6 or the 4 people you have on staff. This is okay.
We have a very large volunteer base, and
Excellent.
they're the ones that actually meet with the clients.
Okay.
We just handle the logistics. Basically, we put them all together. But it is these volunteers that are faith-based volunteers. They have to have a vision for what our vision is, to be able to try to take these people to the Lord. We're more about than just the baby. We want to save that life, absolutely, but we want to save their lives for eternity.
Yeah.
And the men's program, like I said, men meet with men, and that's a little bit different because we know men are lacking in role models, especially right now in this generation. So getting those male role models in place for them, the relationship they build is incredible. And we don't serve a huge volume number of clients right now because we're a little bit slow since COVID.
Right.
It's picking up.
Right.
But it's the number of encounters. We call them visits. So the number of times we meet with those individual clients. They stay in this educational program. They come once a week while they're pregnant. So men and women, I know they're not pregnant.
Once a week, really?
Once
Wow.
a week. Then after they have their baby, they come every other week. Then when their baby is 6 months old, we put them into our group class program, and they meet every month until their baby is 18 months old.
Okay.
Now, if there's people that need further service and more help, we're going to foster them and grow them as long as we can. We're not here to enable, we're here to grow. We want to give a hand up, not a hand out.
I hear you.
Okay?
Yeah.
So we want to teach them the life skills they need, and to do that. So the clients earn points when they come to their program or they watch their stuff online, they meet with their mentor online. They all earn the same number of points that they get to spend. But I want to tell you a little bit about how we generate all these items that they get to buy.
Sure.
So that before I show you the boutique.
Okay.
So if you come back here, and so much of our facility is absolutely volunteer run. These 2 rooms are what we call our intake rooms. That the community is absolutely wonderful about bringing stuff to us. Clothing, car seats, high chairs.
Yeah.
Now car seats we do not keep unless they're brand new because we have to use just new
Right.
ones.
Yeah. They expire.
Right. And if they've been in a wreck, we have no way to certify
Exactly.
them.
Yeah.
But they just bring all kinds of stuff. So our volunteers sort, they go through everything, they make sure that everything is in good shape. The formula and the baby foods are not expired. Whatever we choose not to keep, we kind of keep the cream of the crop. We pass that on to other ministries, the
Great.
stuff that we don't want.
Yeah.
anything, just an example, the clothing, we service another ministry just down the road here, Dividing Bread. We send them everything we don't want and let them choose. The formulas and stuff go to the animal shelters. If it's expired, we can't hand it out, but there's somebody that can use it.
Sure.
There's church clothes closets that we'll contribute to. We try really hard to be good stewards of what the gifts God has given us. And we're going to go look in this room right behind us over here. This is called the stock room. Just take a look in here.
Oh, yeah, right here. Okay.
Come on in. It's kind of a good room.
Oh, yeah.
So our volunteers, after they go through everything, they sort everything, they bring everything in here and prepare it to go out to the boutique.
I see the formula. I noticed during the formula crisis on Facebook, you were making clear we have formula, we can help you. So
Yes.
good on you guys for being prepared.
We actually, and that was a God thing. It wasn't an us thing at all. Just because people had donated to us, our shelves were full. And we thought, we have a shortage. We need to be handing this stuff out. So you don't have to be a client to even come and get help from us.
Oh, wow.
One of the things I didn't mention is another service that we offer is emergency help.
Okay.
So we will help anybody with their needs if they have babies, children within our age ranges. And we get lots of emergency help every day. The phones will be ringing saying, I need some diapers, I need some clothes, I need wipes, I need formula.
Look at all these diapers we have. I've never even seen premium diapers, but man, they look premium. We got clothing, we've got emergency help blankets down here, we've got handmade hats down here, blankets, bibs, burp pads, hygienic items.
And wait till you see the boutique. Let's go over there.
Okay.
This office right here is for our volunteers. When they come in to meet with their client, they work at this desk. They have to pick out the videos they want to use, and then they take it into with their client.
So that's where your video library is right here.
Well, actually, it's all online now.
Now?
It's all
Okay,
streamed,
yeah.
but that's where the old ones are.
Sure, okay.
We always have that as a backup.
Yes, ma'am. Baby shoes. Oh, this is lovely.
Okay, so this is the boutique, and I had mentioned that the clients earn points when
Sure.
they do their work. So they get a minimum of 3 points. They can earn more. The ways they earn more is if they want to recite a Bible verse for their mentor, if they go to church and can let us know what that service is about, we will continue to reward them.
Okay.
Clients that are going to school, making all those positive attributes to better themselves, they are rewarded extra points too. But with these points, the clients get to purchase the items they need for their baby. And we are really generous with these points. 1 point gets 10 items of baby clothing.
Oh, wow.
And right now, because we have an abundance, we have been giving our clients an extra 20 points to spend on baby clothing.
Oh, my goodness.
Absolutely. I'm sorry, I said that wrong. An extra 20 items.
There you go, an extra 2 points.
Yes, an extra.
Okay.
So they don't have to use points. We just say, hey, you can pick up 20
That's
items.
an excellent exchange rate right there.
Yes. Diapers are another thing. We have been incredibly blessed. We've had some grants. The community has been awesome. So right now on sizes 1 and 2 and 3s, we are giving out 100 diapers a week. Now newborn will take up about 60 diapers a week.
Sure.
If these clients will listen to us and help us teach them how to budget
Yeah.
and save their points, they can literally have enough diapers for that baby's first year of life. Right? So we'll teach them about how to start with newborn and start working your way up.
Yeah.
It's all about, again, life skills.
Yeah.
Life skills and teaching them what to do, how to handle being a parent.
Yeah.
So not only the emotional and the spiritual part, but the material part. 'Cause
Yeah.
that's where a lot of folks get hung up, is I don't have the money.
Right.
That's not an excuse here. That's not an excuse.
And people don't magically know how to be a parent.
No.
They have to be instructed. And when a lot of people don't remember being born in those first couple years, and they may or may not have a relationship with parents or elders that can teach them these things. And here they have a group of elders that'll come around them and not just pray for them, but equip them very, very spiritually and materially. So look at all this stuff you have. It's not just clothes, blankets. We got some more food back here. I even see some baby carrying harnesses, I think, over here that they can have.
Car seats,
Oh,
high
these-
chairs,
Yeah.
you name it. We have just a little bit of everything.
Some books for early years and toys.
Yes.
This is lovely.
And a lot of this stuff, the books and the toys, those are free. You know, they don't even have to spend a point on them.
Oh, wow.
You know, we want to, I love you used the word equip. That's
Yeah.
the best word.
Yeah.
We want to equip them in every way that we possibly can.
Yeah.
So here's another thing that happened with COVID. You know, we weren't open for clients to come in. We did bring staff, minimal staff back to work when we finally opened up. So we became their personal shoppers. And I never dreamed that would continue, you know, but they like it. They don't want to come in and shop. They'll just call Cheryl and say, I need this, 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 and this. They love what she picks out and what our volunteers pick out. And they'll say, I need size 18-month clothing for a little girl, summer. And we set it outside on our bench. They don't have to get out of their car just long enough to, you know, drive up, grab their sack, and drive off.
Great.
And I've questioned that many times. Is that really good? Are we really connecting with them? But the answer is yes.
Okay.
It may not be in that moment to moment, but it's meeting that need so that they're more inclined to come and talk to us when they have that moment to moment.
Yeah.
We still deal with clients that are long past the program but still need emergency help, and they call and talk to us. They have their needs. They need that spiritual help, and they know this is a safe place to come. We call this a place of grace. We also call it the best kept secret in town. People don't know about us unless they need us.
But how many people do you think need you and hear about you? And then how many people do you think go through an entire pregnancy and never know you're around, even though they could benefit?
I can tell you our numbers from last year. We serviced about 150 individual clients.
Okay.
But as far as knowing how many need us and don't know about us, that I don't know.
That's hard to know. How do you know who doesn't know? Yeah.
You know, we try to get out there. We try to get out into the churches, into the schools. There's a lot of barriers to doing that.
Sure.
There's not always an audience that is willing for me to come talk.
Right.
And I can't keep it short.
Well, that's part of our thought for why we're doing this. And, you know, the internet is a place too, and hopefully we can get this promoted and spread around. I'll go ahead and plug it. If you're watching this, go ahead and like and share this so that people can hear about the resources offered here.
And our website, prcowasso.org. You can schedule appointments there. We have a Facebook page where we share information. We want to get that word out. It's just funny. People don't think about it unless there's a need.
Yeah. And people don't magically know things. You have to actively promote these things, and they can learn about it at one point and then completely forget. So it's important to, you know, even if you've promoted this before, go ahead and promote it again. People need to know.
Absolutely.
What else is there? Have we seen the whole thing?
You have seen the whole thing?
Excellent. Okay. Well, we're going to go ahead and draw this section to a close, but we're going to go sit down and have an interview where we can talk about some of these things more in depth. So if you have some extra time, just go ahead and we'll hopefully have a link that you can click for that. But thank you very much for spending time with us on this.
Absolutely.
And thank you, Cheryl.